Welcome, January 20th, Martin Luther King Day, Inauguration Day, Shit Show Day. Well, hello. I'm just getting fired up here on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining. I'm here in Bullhead City. It's a little chilly, it's a little windy. I'm just getting fired up here on YouTube. Please share. Let's get some people in the house. Let's make some noise. Good morning. Another beautiful day God has made. Oh, I imagine it's more than chilly in Chicago. It's supposed to be 65 here, which it's been in the 70s, and it just dropped. I think today's the coldest day. But here in the desert, it's usually, pretty nice all winter. Summer, a living nightmare with the heat. Yeah, let's get some viewers on here, people. Sharing my story right here, stolen identity. What am I exposing with this? I'm exposing that shit show that's on right now or was on earlier. I couldn't. I was at the church thrift store and they had it on and my stomach just went like this because what you're seeing is the cabal right in front of you, big time, with their deception and their lies. It's up to us so we don't see that shit show anymore. It's up to all of us. It's up to, once you're awake and once you know the truth, it's really, you see it. Well, hello, Mojo. Thank you so much for joining. And Mojo does lives on Clapper. She's awesome with sharing the story, the book, the pendants, the website. She's just really awesome. She gets a lot of lions on there, has a lot of fun, bangs the gong. But anyway, Mojo, maybe I can join you on a live here this afternoon. I would appreciate it. And Maggie, hello, Maggie. So many lions. And there's Brenda. Wonderful bunch of people. Wonderful bunch of lions that won't give up. There's Cindy and Michael, Michelle, Wendy. Awesome. There's Carrie. Oh, I just tried to mail out. I went to the post office and it wasn't open. I had a couple of necklaces and books to mail out. So I went to the post office and the door was locked and I was like, what's up with that? So I had to Google, is today a holiday? And it's Martin Luther King Day. It wasn't on it wasn't on the 20th before. I don't know what's going on because the name they gave me, David Keith Quigley, with this fake birth certificate. I believe this is forged. Fake birth certificate, January 15th. And January 15th is the birthday they gave me. But that was always on Martin Luther King Day. So I don't know what's going on. But anyway, it'll have to wait. You guys are going to have to get your books and pendants a day late. My apologies. I'm bad. But the mail don't run. It don't run. But yeah, I hope you enjoy your books when you get them. So you did get a Christmas card. I know I tried to send a couple of Christmas cards to Canada when they had the mail strike, and I was like, that must be hard on everybody not being able to get their medicine and their checks in the mail and things like that. But I'm glad you got it late. My website, this wonderful lion built a website for me because I'm an old man and I don't understand all that stuff. I'm building websites, but it is the real John F. Kennedy Jr.com. It shares my story on there. It shares where you can get the pendants. And of course, the book is on Amazon and Barnes and Noble. Please, please go to Amazon and read the reviews on what people, and you can tell the haters, you can tell the members of the cabal by the negative comments, but you can tell the honest people that really leave a comment about my book. It's awesome. But yeah, please share. God, what a shit show this morning. I was at the thrift store and it was playing at the church. I go to a wonderful church thrift store where I've been going for years, and they know me there, and they know when I need something, they give me a deal on it. And anyway, they had the shit show playing on the TV, and it made my stomach just wrench because you're dealing with criminals and they're all up there swearing on the Bible. And it's like, this is our country. They should not let these people. Anyway, we should not let these people, I should say, do what they do. Yeah, I tried to mail that out earlier. It will be sent out tomorrow, priority mail. Priority mail usually takes 3 days, but I did sign a book and put it in there. You people that I only have 3 books left. 3 books left. I'm going to have to get some more books. I really am. The story needs to get out, world. It really, really does. I wish all the libraries would get my book just so that people can read it. Another book coming out with more information. I'll update that when it's really close to being finished. The lady is brilliant that is working on it. Absolutely brilliant. She has wrote several books. She's lived an amazing life. She's an amazing lady, and she's a go-getter. And she wants to help get this truth out. Thank you so much for sharing the book with your library. It's right here, Stolen Identity. Unveiling the Real John Kennedy Jr. by John Kennedy Jr. There's so many people out there trying to prove me wrong, which they can't. They come up with these, well, that was a pretty good gust of wind. Anyway, they're trying to prove me wrong, but there's so many people proving me right and exposing what they do. I did some live videos on here, actually 3, and I showed a picture book. And I showed the pictures of the years, how they were going and how they replace people. And they are the billionaires. They are the people in charge of our Secret Service. They are the best of what they do. And deception is what they do. And the crimes are what they do. But like I said, they are the best criminals in the world. It's called the United States government and the people working for the United States government. You got to remember, people, the president has a short term in office. These people in the FBI, our CIA, our Secret Service, they're in for life. They are. They really are. So they're the ones in charge. They really are. And they're the ones that are all taking the money and the bribes and the cover-ups. And I remember so much of it when I was young of how they work. You know, they'll unalive somebody and take the assets that they got and they'll spread them out through the corrupt crime ring to get it out there. Hollywood is good for that. I was a childhood actor and I learned how they do it. And they are given things, they're given a good Hollywood salary because they're Hollywood stars. And then they all have crews, people. If you know about organized crime, they all have crews. Thank you, Michael. Much appreciated for that comment. It really, really is. But yeah, keep sharing the videos. And, over the years, I have made thousands of videos, literally thousands, to try to get this out. It's not like some people say, oh, well, just go to the media and your story will be out. No, it doesn't work that way. They are suppressing it. It's a regime. It's run from the people with all the money at the top. And if you don't know what a regime is, it's a little clique. And we're only told, we the people are only told what they want us to know. Thank you, Mojo, for sharing that website. It is so much appreciated. It really, really is. I have 65 people on here right now, which is totally awesome. That's 65 people the cabal don't want you to know. The Bidens don't want you to know my story. The Trumps don't want you to know my story. The Clintons don't want you to know my story. The Reagans don't want you to know my story. The Obamas don't want you to know my story. All the way down the line, the Carters don't want anybody that has been put as president of the United States after the assassination of my father in 1963 don't want you to know my story. Somebody just made a comment earlier on TikTok or Facebook or something, and they said the files will be released. Why haven't they released the files? Because those files, the ones that they're not going to release to you, they're going to share where all the money went to, the money laundering, all the Kennedy money. My father was a billionaire, people. JFK was a billionaire with a B. And that name is still making them money with all the patents and copyrights and everything else. A ton of money to this very day. To this very day. But my father was a billionaire. So what did my mother do? My mother, Jackie, she married another billionaire. So you got two of the richest men in the world, billionaires, and they unalived them. They used identity theft. It's what they do. I'm exposing how organized crime makes their freaking money. They unalive someone. They get somebody to look like that person, and instantly they become billionaires. Instantly. And then they pass that money out there. That person that is impersonating the original person is told how to spend that money, told what to do. They're told you'll live a life of luxury and have, extravagant things, but they still got to do what they're told or they will be unalived. A lot of people are worth more unalived than they are alive. Oh, Clovis, California. I know that well. I know Fresno well. I know Modesto well. Your message was to somebody, but I lived in a little section of Clovis out where they had fig trees. I don't think the fig trees are there anymore any longer. I think they tore them all up. But yeah, when I was a young kid, I lived in Clovis, and yeah, it's kind of a little country type town, even though it's not. And then up the hill towards Yosemite National Park, you have the town of Coarse Gold. and then you have the town of Oakhurst, and then you make your way on up to Yosemite National Park. A lot of ranch land out there. A lot of ranch land that was owned by Hollywood stars out there. Cattle land made into subdivisions, and a lot of Masonic secret things go on up there. Some people just say it's a huge nest of satanic people that live up there that way. I thank you so much, Rico. I love all you lions with all my heart and soul. I really, really do. I appreciate it. Please hit that share button, people. So, yeah, there's a video getting shared around on Facebook that I looked. It has like 8,000 views now of the fake John and Larry King asking him, "What would it like to be David? What would it like to be David?" Because they know up at the top that the name they gave me was David, and he replaced me. He knew the story, and he said he recommends identity theft. Basically, Larry King said, "How do you feel about that?" He said, "I recommend it." Yeah, he recommends it because he became a multi-millionaire by stealing my identity. He was a crime member of the cabal. And with that said, a picture will tell you 1,000 words. So you have John Kennedy Jr., the whole world knew. You have Caroline Kennedy that's still out there today. And you had my fake mother, Jackie Kennedy. And these people have all been fake. They have all used identity theft because my family members were unalived. So they stole my identity. I was put in hiding. I tried to stay in hiding my whole life with many attempts on my life. But these people stayed in the public, in the figure, public's eye, and acquired millions and millions and millions and millions and millions upon millions of dollars. And that's how they do it. That's how they do it, people. So, yeah, it was basically kidnapping and replacing. And they did that with, somebody that's got millions and millions and millions of dollars. They use organized crime, and our government working together uses identity theft. And they're having a big, wonderful, great time. They're happy about it. And that goes all the way to my fake mom, Jackie Kennedy, and President Bill Clinton. It's huge, the cover up. So when people say they're going to release the files, are they going to release them? Are they ready to put all these people on trial for being accessories to crimes like murder and theft of millions and millions of dollars? And that goes all the way to the man that was just sworn into office. Again, a criminal that gets away with crimes, gets away with identity theft, because a picture says 1,000 words. So if you look at pictures of the man that stole my identity, the man that was on Larry King, and Larry King was questioning him about identity theft. He really was. And you look at pictures, who are you going to see with that man? Who are you going to see with Caroline Kennedy that stole my sister's identity when she was unalived? Who are you going to see with my mother, my fake mother, after she was unalived? You're going to see people like Bill Clinton and my fake mom getting ready to kiss. Straight up. You're going to see Donald Trump with the fake me. You're going to see Donald Trump with Epstein. You're going to see the fake me with Maxwell, not Mary Maxwell, whatever her name is. But anyway, the Epstein crowd. You're going to see, a picture will tell you 1,000 words. You're going to see the fake me, the fake John that stole my identity with people like Bobby Kennedy And what did Donald Trump say about the fake me? He knew he was a replacement. Oh, and they're cousins. He said he was his best friend. They were cousins. Donald Trump was my cousin. Was my cousin. I was always told he was my family member, and he, always stick by family. Well, you're going to see him with Bobby Kennedy. Pictures tell you 1,000 words, and all you have to do is look at those pictures, and the cabal. Straight up, organized crime ring, and they have taken over, and it's time we took over. It is. It's time we got my story out, and we the people took over for a better America, and quit letting these criminals swear into office and run the show for us with all their lies and deception. They put it out there. They love putting it right out there in your face. And the more satanic it gets, the crazier it gets, people. I've seen it. I've lived it. I'm not just talking out my butt. I've seen a lot of people unalived in my life and what they do. There you go. You'll see many Trumps of them with Donald Trump, many. And it's really hard for me after all these years and the thousands and thousands of videos I have made, the 1,000 times I repeat myself and say, hey, I'm John Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr. My father was the president of the United States who was assassinated. That's who I am. And I say the man that stole my identity replaced me. He was Aristotle Onassis's bastard son with Maria Callas, the famous opera singer. How do I know this? Because I was there. I was there on the island. The crazy stuff our government does, our Secret Service running these billionaires, I witnessed it. I witnessed what they do. So, yeah, I've seen a lot. I'm not just making this crap up. I'm not claiming to be somebody I'm not, like all these other fakes. Somebody asked me on the phone the other day, they wanted to do an interview. They said, well, how do I know you're the real one? Because there's so many people claiming to be you. Look at their videos and look at my videos, because I'm telling you straight up, all they're doing is showing you fake little bits, making you think that, oh, that might be John Kennedy. They're showing you a picture of some cowboy boots, claiming to be John Kennedy. They're not showing him. Why? Because you wouldn't want to see him after these years, after yeah, this book that's coming out is going to be really well written. This one is awesome. This is the first one. This is a wake up to what's coming. It really is. And this book that's coming out is probably going to be for the older crowd, for the people that said, hey, after the president was assassinated, something didn't look right. Something wasn't right. And it explains what they did and how it took place, and the weapons, the mental weapons, experimental weapons our CIA does with the MK Ultra. I wish everybody would know what it's a weapon of war, and they're using it at the top on people. It's really sad. And getting back to my little reality here, the remodeling is coming along so freaking awesome. It really, really is. With somebody's wonderful donation yesterday, I went to Lowe's and was able to get kitchen countertops and bring them home so I can remodel the kitchen. And we're going to have a kitchen. Robin's not going to have to wash dishes in the bathtub. in a few days because I'm going to fix that kitchen up. And after that's done, it's just touching up things and fixing things because this place we live at was ready to be bulldozed down. It really was. And me and Robin have spent so many hours and time bringing it back to life. And you people that have donated to help me bring it back to life. So I'm not living in a dump. God bless you with all my heart. It is so appreciated. You people that buy the pendant, that's where your money goes. It's all appreciated, people. It really, really is. But this place is coming along. We don't know what we're going to do. But for years that I've lived here, I said in the summer, I don't want to live here anymore. It's 110 at night, people. It gets really miserable here in the summer. Sometimes 120-degree days, day after day after day. You step outside and the pavement burns your feet. You go check the mail and the gate will burn your hand. It's that freaking hot. You can cook an egg. And you basically have to live all summer under the swamp cooler and the air conditioner. It's not that fun. So we don't know what we're going to do, but wintertime here is awesome. It really is. There's not too many places in this country where on Christmas Day you can hop on a motorbike and go right around and not be that cold. So, but yeah, I just wanted to shout out, thank you for the wonderful gifts, and this place is coming along really, really well. And once again, I went to the post office to mail a couple necklaces and books out today, and the post office was closed. I think I had an order on Friday, and I had an order on Saturday, and I put them together. I was going to mail them out first thing today, and the post office is closed. We have too many holidays. We really, really do. Not that Martin Luther King Jr., it's a wonderful holiday to celebrate what he was doing, trying to get the truth out, and everything that he was doing to stop the hate and start, making people love each other, which is awesome. Do I ever come back to Clovis and Fresno? I have not been back that way in, I think, since 2013. What's that, 11 years? I love the area, but there's really nothing for me to come back there to. But I don't know what we're going to do. Here in the future, we're going to have a few books out. So I would love to, just in my heart, I would love to have a church here in Bullhead City, Arizona. I really would, with memorabilia on the walls, and have people come and talk, and have people that are in need come there for help, and get the truth out with no BS and no. But I would really love to have a church. I've been praying for a church, and maybe that'll happen someday. And I would love to have people like Bill come. And I know a lot of people that are have a heart for the Lord that would probably love to come speak at the John Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr. Church. And I love helping people, and people, it would be a great thing to center on and have people come and visit and help out. And it would be a wonderful thing. It really would, if it didn't get corrupted like a lot of them do. So that's the main thing. But with the books that are going to be coming out in the future, I would love to get a motorhome. I really, really would, somehow. And me and Robin could go around the country. I still want to go. I still planning on going back east to put my book on my father's grave. We're getting the platforms together so we can share around the world where we're going to be at. Like I've shared, I want to stop in Dallas. I want to go to the JFK Library, and I want to go to Arlington, Virginia, to place this book on my father's grave to make world freaking news. Because the world news doesn't want my story out. They don't. They're all tied together with the criminals at the top. It's a huge crime ring that replaced me and put criminals in. There's a lot of money involved that they steal. And well, thank you for the kiss from Paris. That's awesome that the story is getting out all around the world. It really, really is. There's on my website, we're going to try to. Dizzy read this book. So if you can't afford the book, you can go to YouTube now. And I think there's going to be a link on it. I'm going to try to share the link. But if you want to hear the book, she read the whole entire book on YouTube and Clapper, I believe. There was a few people on YouTube like last year that tried sharing the story, and they were taken down over and over and over again. How do you know the truth is the truth? Because you hold this book up on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok and things like that. TikTok, so many people had to start over with new accounts for holding this book up. And that book is Stolen Identity, Unveiling the Real John Kennedy Jr. by John Kennedy Jr. Get a lot of hate comments from the cabal and people that just aren't awake. Yeah, that is cool that she read that. And somebody else was talking about somebody doing it in Spanish. I think Mojo said that she was going to try. It would be great if it was in all languages around the world. I get comments from people that talk to me in French, and I don't understand it. So yeah, you people around the world, if you can translate it to English, I would love to hear your comments. No, I do not love Trump. Straight up, I don't love anybody in the crime syndicate that's running this country. I really don't. It is all one big crime syndicate to deceive us. My dream of a perfect government would be run by all of us right here that are making comments, that can see the truth, that aren't billionaires and multimillionaires and doing things to stay billionaires and not letting the little people, not fixing the crimes, the homeless and the drugs and our veterans and so many things that they're making money off of because we're living in poverty and they're living in the life of riches. And when you say, well, Donald Trump doesn't take a salary, people, the orders that he makes, the signature when he signs his name on tax relief and other things make him so much, and his friends that are other billionaires and people into oil and you would be surprised how much money they save, and it keeps us in poverty even more, and more inflation, and the prices of everything just keep going up. And it's so time that we take our country back from these people. So no, I do not love Donald Trump at all. And in my book, it shares of identity theft. How many Donald Trumps are there? And there's a wonderful video, and it's pinned to the top of my YouTube. Somebody made me this wonderful little documentary. It's pinned on there, and there's 4 Donald Trumps, 4 of them. I explain in my book how my cousin lost his life and lost his billions with identity theft. Well, that's good that you love Trump. you're an individual and you have that right to love anybody you want to. But what I am saying is they are all criminals. I do not love criminals. And, Donald Trump was president once. And this country has so many problems with the problems I just said, the homeless and the drugs and helping our veterans and helping the elderly and our Social Security program for our elderly and our disability programs. And he did nothing. Absolutely nothing. And now we're going to let him have another 4-year term to do nothing again. It's not going to clean up the homeless. It's not going to stop all the fentanyl and all the thousands and thousands of deaths that are being caused by the drugs. And anyway, yeah, I am not a fan of anybody at the top. Nobody. It is called the cabal. I don't raise my flag for any of the cabal. Your vote does not matter. You might think it does. They give you a guy like Trump. They give you a guy like Biden. Of course, you're going to pick the better of the two candidates. You're not going to vote for Sleepy Joe. Why would you do that? And anyway, you're not going to vote for Harris or anybody involved. So they're going to give you a Trump. Oh, we got hope now. Sorry. You've been played, people. They put the worst candidates in place and build them up, and they still won't help us, the little guy. Are they going to help me get justice? My loved ones were unalived. My loved ones were unalived. My loved ones were at the top in government. My loved ones were wealthy. They unalived my loved ones. They stole from my family and me. They unalived them and they stole. And they didn't steal a little, they stole billions. And that's the people at the top. Are they going to expose my story? Are they going to bring this to the top in government for the Congress to talk about, for the Senate to talk about? No. Because it exposes so much corruption all the way to beloved Donald Trump. It really, really does. We need a government run by people like you see in these comments that are awake, that know the truth. We need a real government for we, the people, not a government for the criminals and the billionaires and our media to tell us what they want us to know and not put real stories out like mine. And they're hindering it and blocking it. And then you got social media that's doing the same thing. And then you got so many of us lions that won't give up, keep sharing. You got people like King Smarty that goes out of his way for people like me. That goes out of his way for people like me. And it's so appreciated to get this story out to the world. We are David, they are Goliath, but we got a slingshot, people. And that's the word of mouth. That's the share button, people. That's that little button that says share. Please hit it. I made a post. This book actually got down to number 4 in one category. It's still in the tens of thousands, up in the best 100, top 100 books sales. It should be number 1. And I'm not just saying that because I wrote it. I'm saying that because I'm exposing. I'm the biggest whistleblower of the century. And I'm blowing that whistle. And they're covering us up. They don't want it out. So if you can afford it, if you can't, that's way cool. But if you got enough money where you can purchase this book and give it to a congressman, give it to a senator, send one to Fox News, send one to ABC, CBS, whatever you can do, that helps make this book to number 1. If this book ever got to number 1, they couldn't deny it. It's like, how come you people aren't talking about the best book in the world, a number one book? Well, it's because it's what it's exposing all the wonderful Donald Trumps in this world. It really is. Well, Tammy, if you really think these people will share my story, please send them a book and give it a try. But usually the channels are all owned by the upper media that do not want my story out. Because I have sent emails to hundreds of these, news channels with no response whatsoever. So I can't do it by myself. But Tammy, if you can get a voice in there and share my story, it is so very much appreciated. With all my heart, it really, really is. I want justice. They don't want me to have justice. I want justice more than anything. That's why I've repeated this story thousands and thousands of times. That's why there's literally thousands of videos of this story, people holding this book up. There's thousands of them, people out there. TikTok was removing them as fast as they could. Facebook was blocking them so they would only get 2 or 3 views. But it's all so much appreciated. Love King Smarty. Yeah, I do too. I really, really do. King Smarty gave me these pendants. And he said, sell these pendants. That's a gift. That's my picture of my book on there. Stolen Identity. If you have this pendant, it's got frequencies. On the back, it's got King Smarty's Source Directives logo. King Smarty is the chief, the Mr. Executive Man of Source Directives. He's got a website, smartyscorner.com. King Smarty is a genius. He's a genius with a heart of gold. He's a smart man. He has a website. He works with frequencies, healing frequencies. We're all frequencies, people. We're all matter. And it's all about getting with the good frequencies, people. They keep you healthy. Everything's putting out frequencies. But yeah, shout out for King. Once again, you can get this pendant. And there was only 1,000 of them. I mean, that's a lot. That's a wonderful gift that he gave me 1,000 of these. They're all in different colors. They're going to be a collector's item, and they're going to show that you help support John Fitzgerald Kennedy get justice for all the injustice. And it's so, so much appreciated. I hope it is a moneymaker, all these people and their millions and billions of dollars, and we are just the little guy trying to share the story every which way we can on all these Clapper and TikTok and YouTube and Facebook, trying to get the story out. Like I said, there's thousands of videos. We don't have the millions of dollars that they spend to promote themselves to be president of the United States. We don't have all those millions of dollars. They do. And they can promote themselves. We're having to do it the hard way. Like I said, we're the David and they're the Goliath. But we're all roaring. We're all sharing the story. And once you're awake, you can't not see it, people. Once you are awake, you cannot stop, but you can't help but see it. Oh, you are so welcome, Lisa. And I thank you so much. That was a blessing. Yes. Like King Smarty said, you get more than one necklace, put them in a safe, because it's history in the making. And there's only 1,000 of these. And people are going to want them, just like my autograph books I sent, when I'm dead and gone. What my father's signature is worth. It's worth a lot of freaking money. And you're going to have a book that's signed, and you're going to say, this man tried everything to get his story out. He was like the Paul Revere that was hindered. sure, it's going to be a collector's item, but it's good and healthy for you too. And King Smarty sent me one of these when I first met King Smarty. He said, that's for your post-traumatic stress disorder. And I get many people saying I look a lot better now. I'm not all run down looking like I'm dying. And they said I was probably going to die 2 years ago from my heart failure. Awesome, Amy. Awesome. Yeah, I gave one to my friend. He's 84 years old. He's the one that pinstriped my motorbike for me. Awesome guy. He wears his all the time too. And it's a good way to share. It really is a good way to share the story. Awesome. My Mustang. I appreciate you. I really do. I really do. I think I know your real name, but I'm not going to say it because, yeah. Anyway, so once again, let's help make this book number one. Do what you can to help me get justice for all the injustice, for all the people that were unalived, for me having to live a life of what they did to me. It is so appreciated. Share. Like I said, it's all about sharing. You see one of these lines, make a video holding the book up or pendant up, holding the story up, showing the fakes, showing the proof, showing the ears, the resemblance, the age progression apps. It all helps. And we're the ones that can bust out of their bubble that they want us in and keep us all, together. So share with people that don't know the story. Much love once again to all you lions. I love you guys. You're all so wonderful. And it's us. It's us that's going to make this world a better place. Anyway, I'm going to talk to Mojo here and see if she'll go on a live with me tonight on her channel. And you can all join us there and we'll share some more truth and hopefully bang that gong she's got, make some noise. It'll be cool. But thank you so much for joining me and on this live. See my other videos. See the video that the little documentary of all the fake Trumps and what I lived through to get to this day. It's so much appreciated. Please subscribe to my channel. Make sure you're subscribed because they like making people unsubscribed. They do. God bless you. Keep you safe. Love and light to you always. Let's get this out, world. Let's get it out, world. So once again, thank you. Have a wonderful, blessed day, people. Wonderful, blessed day. Stay warm. Drink that hot chocolate. Eat that popcorn. All love. Peace out, people. Peace out.